why teaching? Why is that important? Welcome into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chris Yow. Scott Stewart coming your way from Pulaski here in just a moment. We've got a fantastic show. He's got a couple of features that he's going to give you from down in Giles County, so make sure to stick around for that. But right now, we'll give you the wrap. On the front page of Main Street Maury, you can find information about road closures on Buckner Lane as they are widening that road in conjunction with the June Lake development. It's going to potentially impact school traffic, so you'll want to make sure to check out that story on the front page of the paper. You can also find a story on Daniel Walls, the KKK flyer suspect. He was in court this week. Find out what exactly went down there. And in downtown Columbia, facade grants. They're back, and we'll tell you a little bit about what the city is doing to help, again, spruce up the downtown building fronts in Columbia. Inside, a plethora of news, sports, and columns, plenty of local information in Main Street Maury. I'm going to send it down to Pulaski now. Scott Stewart has the Pulaski Citizen Wrap.
Hey everybody, Scott Stewart with the Pulaski Citizen Wrap for this week. Richland Elementary School teacher Rhonda Young is our Citizen Spotlight this week, and she's right there at the top of the front page. The Giles County Commission has some budget amendments to consider next week when they meet, and one that involves which, if any, charitable organizations in Giles County will receive funding. Pulaski Citizen Live is about to kick off our second football season with local high school and middle school coverage. That story about PCL is right there on the front page. It tells you all about what's going to be going on this season. And with local high school football set to kick off this week, the Pulaski Citizen has our annual football preview, which tells you everything you need to know to get you ready and primed up for this football season. Also on the front page this week is an article inviting the entire community to join UT Southern for their fireworks show that they hold every year to welcome their students back to get the new year off with a bang. All in the Pulaski Citizen. We'll be right back after this.
Having a good, confident smile and being able to portray that positivity to others is really helpful.
A professional family atmosphere is what we get every time we come here.
Our hygienists do a better job at kind of assessing mouths and coming up with plans than most dentists do.
They're very kind and they're very aware of other people.
I think if there's things that I would want you to leave here with, I want you to feel like you were heard, that we listened to you, and I want you to feel like that your concerns were addressed.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Hey everybody, Scott Stewart here at the Giles County Library here in Pulaski. And as you can see here next to me, there's been a unveiling of the new Tennessee Music Pathways marker here at the public library. This one in honor of Edwin Craig. You may recognize the Craig family name from the Life and Casualty Insurance Company in Nashville, the historical building with the L&C on it. And also you may recognize Mr. Edwin Craig because of a little something known as WSM radio, and also the Grand Ole Opry. You can find out all about that if you come by here and read the inscription here on the marker. Mr. Craig was a native of Pulaski, and his family were huge supporters of the library, which is why this is out here in front of the Giles County Library here in Pulaski. There's more information shared during this video that you're about to see, and you can see the full video, by the way, at the Pulaski Citizen YouTube channel. This is actually the second Tennessee Music Pathways marker here in Pulaski. The other one right around the corner, a couple of blocks away at the University of Tennessee Southern campus. For more information on the Tennessee Music Pathways, you can visit the website at tnmusicpathways.com.
Thank you, Jesse. Again, I want to welcome everybody to Pulaski. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thankfully, at 3 o'clock today, it's not like 3 o'clock yesterday where the storms were rolling in. So this time of year, as you all know, it's hard to plan anything outside. But again, just want to thank everyone. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here, and we thank you for that. Just a couple of things. It's an opportunity to be able to have a second marker on the Tennessee Music Pathway. I think that's a great thing for Pulaski. The effort to bring folks through the community to benefit us, to show our history of our community, and we have a history worth telling, and that's through the library and the John Lancaster and everything that everyone does. It's truly amazing. If you have the time, please come in and see what they have to offer. They offer so much here. My nieces, they love it. It's a great place. We have a history worth telling, and the Historical Society and the library does that, and it would not be possible without the Craig family. So I want to thank them and thank everyone for being here.
All right, thank you, Mayor. I am going to turn the microphone on. Warm welcome all the way from Crossville today. Our Middle Tennessee representative from the Department of Tourism is Ashley DeRossip.
It's great, but today we're here to honor Mr. Craig. This is the second post and panel marker along the Tennessee Music Pathways that's in Giles County, and this program is really special to me. If anybody enjoy music, it's kind of what our state's built on, right? And there's 7 genres of music that call Tennessee home, and when I'm calling our partners like Jesse and the cities and the counties and saying, hey, we have a new marker coming, it's more educational for me because I get to sit on the back end and I get to read about the people that I don't know anything about them. And so I think that's what's fascinating is we get to learn about all the genres of music. And right now we have over 300 points of interest on the Tennessee Music Pathways. And so I encourage you to go on to tnmusicpathways.com and learn more about them and get out and travel places in the state that you've maybe never been or never thought about going, and learn about how those musical pioneers changed music for our state. Because a lot of times when people are coming in to visit our state, they'll be like, oh, tell us what to do in Nashville. Tell us what to do in Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, and it's really in places like Pulaski and Giles County is where music got started. Not everyone that was musically talented just were born in Nashville. It didn't happen that way, and so that's what's really exciting about this. But special thanks to Jesse Parker, Mayor Graham, Mayor Brindley, the Giles County Public Library team. We couldn't do this without our partnerships with the local communities because we don't install signs, I don't install signs, but we work with the communities to make them happen. And so I couldn't have done this without Jessie. Jessie's probably always on the other end of the phone thinking, what's she coming up crazy next? So, but I couldn't do it without her, so I really appreciate her. Appreciate the library team for helping us execute this as well. Without them saying yes to the location, we couldn't have been here. So it's all teamwork, and we appreciate that when the final effort results in this and we can honor another musical pioneer on the Tennessee Music Pathway today. Our program started in 2018. Seems like forever ago. We came through COVID and it slowed us down a little bit, but we're super excited to be back on the trail and be adding more markers every week to the program. We could not do this and do what we do without the General Assembly. So thank you, Representative, for assisting us when we come with our budget request each year. We have initiatives that we really sit around the table and talk about. We talk with our PR agencies and our marketing agencies about how we can make Tennessee a better place when it comes to visitation. And that would literally just be a dream if there wasn't a funding mechanism for our budget to make it reality. So special thanks to all of our General Assembly members for making the Tennessee Music Pathways program possible in all 95 counties. And really what happened in 2018, we decided that we wanted to figure out how to connect the fans to the music and to the places. And how could we learn about music and get them into communities and to spend money? And so we tapped into Colin Escott. He's a renowned author and historian, and he has really wrote about the people and places. And so a lot of times it's not the people that you hear on the radio today, because we know a lot about them, we know what they're doing, we know where they're traveling, but it's about the people who paved the way to get us where we are here today. So thank you for being here. I'm excited for y'all to see the markers. I think they're beautiful, and it's just going to be an added asset to the library. So I'll turn it back over to Jessie, because I think we have some members of the family here, possibly, or someone who knew the family well.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ashley. At this time, just to kind of give us some background of why we're at the library with Mr. Craig, I'm going to have Mr. Preston Maury come up and say a few words for us.
I'm not as good as our mayor. He could do this without having to have notes, but I need some notes right here. But good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Preston Maury. I'm president of the board of the Giles County Public Library. And on behalf of the staff and board of the library, I want to welcome you here today to honor the life of one of Giles County's esteemed sons, Mr. Edwin Craig. The Craig family roots go deep in Giles County. And we are so honored that this site was chosen to celebrate this pioneer in the broadcast and music industry. Edwin Craig was a longtime president and chairman of the National Life and Accident Insurance Company. We're here today because of his pioneering career in broadcasting, establishing not only the WSM radio station, but also Clear Channel broadcasting service. Fun fact for all you trivia buffs, the initials WSM stand for We Shield Millions, the slogan of the National Life Insurance Company. But most importantly, as we all here know, Edwin Craig's WSM radio station was directly responsible for the creation of the Grand Ole Opry, and the rest, as they say, is history. On a more personal note for the library, in 1941, Edwin Craig's father, Cornelius Abernathy Craig, donated the funds to establish the Giles County Public Library. The same building we stand before here today is still right here after 83 years. The Craig's family generosity toward the library was continued by Edwin Craig's daughter, Miss Margaret Ann Craig Robinson, a staunch friend of ours throughout her life. I'd like to now recognize the Craig descendants here. All of them here would, if they'd raise their hand. We appreciate y'all. Thanks so much for coming down here today to help us honor not only Mr. Edwin Craig, but his contributions to Tennessee's music industry, but also the entire Craig family, whose roots go deep here in the fabric of Giles County. Thank y'all so much for being here. Appreciate it.
All right, we're taking pictures. All right, ready?
Just pull it this way.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
Here we go.
Yay!
Since 1975, Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint Clinic has treated the orthopedic needs of Middle Tennessee residents. The trained physicians provide surgical options and minimally invasive options to treat all orthopedic needs. The walk-in clinic, OrthoQuick, helps you bypass the ER while treating sports injuries and acute needs Monday through Saturday. Visit MTBJ online at mtbj.net or on social media at Mid-Tennessee Bone Joint Clinic.
Hey everybody, Scott Stewart here, and I'm back with Tammy Pulaski of STAAR Theatre. Hey Tammy.
Hey, how you doing, Scott?
Great. Hey, it's always fun to come over here and see you and find out what you got going on at STAAR, and some really exciting stuff going on right now, and it's coming up, and this is for everybody to know about because you may want to be participating in it. So go ahead and tell us what's going on.
Absolutely. So it kind of all started last year when we do these camps for kids. You've heard that we have these summer camps all the time. And we had a group of parents approach us and say, hey, what about the adults?
Right.
We don't get in on all this fun, activity that you guys do in arts education.
Exactly.
So we decided we were going to apply for a grant, which we got through the Tennessee Arts Commission.
Cool.
And now we are able to start this new series. It's going to be called Studio STAAR, or STAAR Studio, and we're going to be teaching primarily adult classes in the arts.
All right.
So we are including the kids too, so don't worry. We're still going to be doing that.
Can't forget the kids.
Never. But the adults, we are so excited. We have dance classes for adults. That's ballet and tap. And we actually have guys in both classes, so this is not unusual.
All right.
We're not going to make you perform in a recital or anything like that. This is just strictly for you.
Yeah, I don't want to scare anybody off, right?
No, but we want to get people comfortable with, you know, if you want to come and participate at STAAR on a show or something like that, and you need a little, like, I need a little drama class, or you need a little dance class and movement for the stage, or you want to learn how to sing better. We have vocal teachers that are going to be here teaching classes too. So the performing arts end of things we're so excited about. Those classes start in September, so we're signing up folks for them
right now. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you've got to call and you've got to go on the website and get all the information, and I'll give you that at the end of this. But it's going to be some great programming. Some of the classes are going to run for like 6 weeks, once a week, so it's not too intrusive. So so we've got that going on, and then also not neglecting our visual arts. We have an artist coming down from the Spring Hill area who's going to be teaching a painting class.
Oh,
now,
really?
That's going to be like just a one-time, but she's going to come every month. So our first one's going to be a beautiful white pumpkin that you're going to paint and take home. And then for Veterans Day, we're going to have Veterans Day coming up in November.
November 11th.
Yes. So on November 11th, we're going to be teaching that class again. And this time it's going to be an American flag.
Oh, great.
So it's beautiful, and we also have special rates for our veterans because we really would love for them to come and paint an American flag with
Wouldn't that
us.
be awesome? Would be bigger. Okay, so let's just make sure that everybody understands. If you're like me, you got no talent, right? Okay, you can't sing. You don't feel like you can sing. Don't feel like you can dance. Don't feel like you can act. Come and find out.
This is just a starter thing.
Mean,
Yeah, this is not intimidating. Our teachers aren't mean. They won't give you lots of homework, but they do want you to like come and learn and have fun. We all kind of laugh and enjoy each other's company, and it's just a nice social thing as well.
I could just see some guy tap dancing around his yard while he's cutting the grass.
Hey,
with his homework.
Exactly.
That's so great. Well, Tammy, is there anything? Let's talk a little bit more about what's going on at STAAR as far as what the shows that's coming up. I know you got a good one coming up for the fall.
We do have a good one coming up for the fall, but let me throw in back to our arts one. No, one more. Ronnie Curry, you know, from Quirky Quilters, our beloved Ronnie Curry, is going to be teaching a quilting class. So, you know how all the art stuff tie in. We need people who can sew for STAAR. We need people who can do paint backdrops and paint things. We're inviting retirees. If you're bored out there and want something to do, jump in some of these classes, or even just give us a call and come down and help out.
That's what I was going to say, because there may be people out there that can sew already.
Yeah.
They didn't know you needed the help.
Right.
Now you know.
So here you go. Now you know.
You don't have to, if you already know how to sew, we're not going to try to teach you how.
No.
We're just going to let you come in and
be a part. We have a great group of ladies back there that sew, and we love every volunteer here. They are fantastic, but this is kind of a way for us to give back. Scholarships are available for this too, so that's always a good thing.
So what is the website that these guys can get on and find out more about this?
It's STAAR with 2 A's, so STAAR theater.org. And that'll give you all the information about that, and then all of our upcoming ones too. And speaking of that upcoming, yes, we are doing Bram Stoker's Dracula. Yeah, it's serious. It's not a kid's show. I've stepped in on a couple of the rehearsals, and they're intense.
And you're already having nightmares, right?
So we're super stoked about that. That's going to be our October, of course, Halloween show. We're also working on a Halloween haunted house up in Antoinette Hall again this year.
I can't imagine a much scarier place.
No, we don't have to really decorate too much. You can be pretty spooky just walking in up there. So yeah, we're excited about that. And then of course in September now, again, we're backing up a little bit from October. We've got our murder mystery dinner theater. It's called Murder at Margaritaland.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a tropical theme, Hawaiian, so you don't have to get crazy with the costume.
When is that going to be?
That's going to be September 8th and 9th.
Okay.
And tickets are on sale for that now too, and they're kind of going quick. So we can only accommodate about 45 people, so we're only doing 2 nights, so don't wait. If you want to get a table, we have that table seat 8, so bring your friends. I know sometimes the girls I talk to say, I'll never get my husband to come to that. They have a ball when they come, let me tell you.
I love a mystery dinner theater.
I know, because you're involved. You actually get to play play a part, as little or big as you want,
Yeah.
and you get great food. We have super catering this time, so the food's going to be spectacular. And then you play some games and win some prizes, and then solve a murder because somebody might die, you know.
Yeah, well, if it's a murder mystery, you almost got to think somebody's going to die. But anyway, well, Tammy, thank you so much for spending a little time with us. We always love to find out what's going on at STAAR. And, man, you got all kinds of stuff going on. You got classes, you got Dracula, you got the murder mystery theater, and you got so much going on. So, look, go to the website. We're going to do it one more time. Tell them the website.
It's STAARtheatre.org with 2 A's, and the classes also are for, we have youth classes involved in here too, but we just really wanted to let you know that we do adults as well.
Yeah, always going to do kids.
The kids are, and they're involved in that September session as well. In fact, the dance class, you can sign up for the dance class, and then right after that's the voice class. So you might want to do multiples, and there's discounts for that too.
Well, come on down here and give it a try. You may have a talent you didn't even know you had.
That's right.
And then you can show it to the world. So, or you can keep it to yourself, whichever one you want.
We'll get tap shoes on this one,
Hey, look out now. Look out. Well, thank you, Tammy, and we'll be seeing you again soon. Thanks.
Sounds good. Thanks.
This is Chris Yow with Main Street Sports Today. Every show, Mo Patton and I welcome friends from all across the sports landscape, from high school coaches and reporters to national, college, and pro sports personalities. You never know who might stop by for a chat. AP Tennessee Sports Editor, 3-time Tennessee Sports Writer of the Year 2020 TSWA Hall of Famer. She covers the Titans, the Predators, the Grizzlies, college football, and hoops. Please make welcome Teresa Walker.
Former University of Tennessee, former Team USA Olympian, ex-Cy Young Award winner, R.A. Dickey. R.A., did I miss anything?
Man, that was sweet. I need to listen to that before I go to bed every night. That was nice.
Has 5 sports Emmys. That's not bad for the other guy in Wham, Ryan McGee.
The other guy in Wham married the best looking girl, Bananarama, so the other guy in Wham had a pretty good life.
From preps to pros, we're taking on the sports topics you care about. Tune in across Main Street Media social platforms at 2 p.m. or on demand on your podcast distribution platform of choice.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. Time now for a look at sports. We've got Maurice, Patton, and Wade Neely. We'll start in Maury County with Mo.
Thanks, Chris. In this week's print edition of Main Street Maury, we've got coverage of last week's preseason finales, jamborees, scrimmages, whatever you want to call them. We saw Mount Pleasant and Lawrence County. We saw Columbia Academy and Spring Hill. We saw Columbia Central and Christ Presbyterian Academy, and got wrap-ups, a little insight from each of those 3 events from last week. We've also got coverage of the upcoming KD's Hope volleyball play day that will take place this Friday and Saturday over at Columbia Central. And we spoke to the event's namesake, Kim Duff, a breast cancer survivor, about why this event continues to be important to her in its 11th year. Got a little coverage of Columbia State's new softball coach, Samantha King. So you can check all of that out in print. We've also got a fixture that we will have every week through football season. We call it the Red Zone Rundown. You can find standings, stats on individual players, top 10 poll across the state from the Associated Press, and the upcoming schedule. Oh, and we've got Mostradamus as we get you ready for week 1 of the high school football season. So be sure and check all of that out in the print edition that you should be able to get right now. Over the next few days online, we will have, obviously, week 1 of the high school football season. All of the games involving local teams, we will have coverage late Friday night, early Saturday morning. So you can check that out online at mainstreetmurray.com. Also, we got some news out of the TSSAA earlier this week regarding the future of the shot clock in high school basketball across Tennessee. So come to the website, mainstreetmurray.com, and get some information on that. We've got a little coverage of Columbia Central and Columbia Academy volleyball as they started the season this week. Also, Class A girls soccer state semifinalist Culleoka returned to the field this week for their opener against Cornersville. We will have some coverage of the Lady Warriors and how they did in their opener. And It's high school, wall to wall. So be sure and check us out again on the website at mainstreetmaury.com and in print this week, next week, every week. Main Street Maury.
Thanks, Mo. Going now to Linville, where Wade Neely is standing by.
Hey guys, Wade Neely coming to you live from the campus of Richland High School and the Wayne Hobbs Memorial Stadium, where it is officially week 1 of the high school football season. Here to give you a recap of what is in this week's edition of the Pulaski Citizen and a preview of what's to come. Jam-packed edition here for us in Giles County this past week. As you might expect, football is in season, and football does dominate a lot of our coverage this week. We have a preview for both Giles County and Richland. Giles County is set to host the Page Patriots this Friday night at Sam Davis Park. Richland is right here at the Wayne Hobbs Memorial Stadium, getting ready to take on the Lincoln County Falcons. We have coverage from UT Southern also featured in our edition this week, as preseason conference polls have been released. We have information on your men and women's soccer programs as well as your volleyball program for the Firehawks. You can catch all of that in print this week. Of course, we always have words from Larry Woody and a special feature this week in the Pulaski Citizen. You can read all about our coverage and plans for Pulaski Citizen Live, where this Friday night, when the Raiders take on those Lincoln County Falcons, Mark Mize and Jennifer Hawkins will be here at the Wayne Hobbs Memorial Stadium breaking down the action. It's our second season of high school football on Pulaski Citizen Live. If you're looking for Giles County versus Page, yours truly and Chris Bledsoe will be back in Pulaski with that call. All of our games can be found online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Click on that Pulaski Citizen Live button. You can also download the Mixler app, and you can search for PCL GCHS, or you can search for PCL Richland. So that's last week's, or this current edition, I should say, of the Pulaski Citizen. Still to come, though, we've got wall-to-wall coverage. We've got Giles County Golf, Richland Golf, all in action this week. We're going to be featuring in the coming weeks a Giles County volleyball program is officially getting underway. Those UT Southern Firehawks that I mentioned are officially kicking off their fall seasons this week. So there is a lot of coverage, not only in this week's edition, but in next week's edition still to come. So that's kind of what we got going on here in the sports section in the Pulaski Citizen this week. If you missed anything in print, a reminder, you can always catch it online at PulaskiCitizen.com. Wayne Neely saying so long from the Wayne Hobbs Memorial Stadium. We'll see you Friday night on Pulaski Citizen Live.
We'll be right back after this with more Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee.
They have always met wildest expectations as far as taking care of my teeth and my health. You know, teeth health is very important now to your heart. And I told him one day, I said, I'd love to have nice teeth and nice hair. And he said, well, I can take care of the teeth, but I can't take care of the hair. And I said, you can make my teeth? He said, yeah. I said, well, let's go for it. And he did. And I have been tremendously pleased. Dr. Hart, if you need him at night, he's here. This staff here will take care of you 24/7. You don't have to worry about, I can't get a hold of my dentist, my tooth's hurting. No, they will be here for you. And if I could get Dr. Hart to take that same artistry that he has and grow hair, then he would be double rich.
And finally, a look at the weather from our friends at Tennessee Valley Weather.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, this is your weather today.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast for the rest of today, and we are looking fantastic as we go throughout the rest of your Wednesday and for the rest of the week for that matter. We are looking at a mixture of sunshine and clouds to start off our Wednesday, and we will see those clouds continue to filter in, but we will have plenty of blue sky to pair with that as well. And we will be dry throughout the rest of this morning, afternoon, evening, and throughout the rest of this week. So be sure to enjoy your Wednesday for the middle of the week, with temperatures very comfortable in the upper 70s here in southern Middle Tennessee. Here is your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Now check this out. We are looking at temperatures again today in the upper 70s to lower 80s. And for your Thursday, we are going to gradually warm up, but we are going to hold on to the dry conditions. Low to mid 80s for your Thursday, mid 80s for Friday, and then we warm up by this weekend, but we do stay dry for the weekend with temperatures in the upper 80s Saturday and lower 90s on Sunday.
That's going to do it for Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. Once again, we're here each and every Wednesday. Until then, I'm Chris Yow saying so long.